Hi there, Perfecto the Caster here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you're having a great day. We are here at the SM Mall of Asia here in the Philippines. In a previous video, I sent out a casting call asking all of you guys, whoever's ready to buy a guitar, to be featured in this video, and I will help you pick out your next guitar. Unfortunately, I guess nobody's ready to buy a guitar yet, but I'm going to go ahead and film this video anyway. So I will show you how I test and how I choose what to look for when buying your next guitar. So here we go. So this area is quite close to Cyber Zone. Okay. And this is the music store row. We'll start with Lyric right here. And then there's the D&D store. Moving forward, we have Crescendo. And then Laser. Audiophile. RJ Guitar Center. And finally, JB Music. I chose this specific area because the music stores are right beside each other. So if you're shopping for your next guitar, you can easily go from one store to the next so that you can check out what they have to offer. And you'll have more instruments to choose from. Who's that guy? Okay, rule number one of buying a guitar. First, decide if it's going to be an electric or an acoustic guitar. If it's an acoustic, decide if you want an acoustic electric or a pure acoustic guitar. Next rule, set your budget, and as much as possible, have it ready. That way, when you find your next guitar, you are ready to buy it. Next rule, don't waste the salesperson's time trying out all these guitars. Have him help you. Narrow it down to the guitars that are within your budget and try them out and see which one you like. Also, be honest. Tell them that you are shopping around and you are trying to decide which guitar to buy. And finally, don't spend the entire day trying out this one guitar trying to decide. I'm a firm believer of gut feeling. When you play a guitar and it speaks to you and you can't stop playing it for the next several minutes, then I'm pretty sure that's the one. So yeah, don't spend all day testing guitars and just, hanging out. If you're not ready to buy, then just scope it out, play it for a few minutes, and then come back when you're ready. Okay, so let's ask for permission to film in these stores, and let's see what we get. We are here at the D&D store. They gave me permission to film in here so that I can show you exactly how I check out the guitars before I buy it. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to try out one acoustic and one electric, and I'll show you what to look for. Okay, next rule of thumb. Don't just grab the guitars off the rack. Ask your salesperson to help you, or at the very least, ask permission. Okay na, subukan ko to. Ayan. Okay, thank you. So when trying out the guitar, make sure you don't have buttons, right? Or ask for a piece of cloth that you can put it against the guitar so you don't scratch it. If you scratch it, you buy it. And make sure you're in tune. So this guitar has a tuner, but no battery. So ask for a tuner from your sales guy. First thing you check for is the sound. That's the starting point every time you test. Because if you don't like the sound of the guitar, then there's really no point in continuing. Then next you check for playability. Are the strings high? Are the strings too low? Usually I play every fret. Make sure there aren't any buzzing frets. And then you can play a little bit. Okay, now once you're satisfied with the playability and the sound, then you start inspecting for finer details. Check for scratches, check for little dings. You can check for neck straightness if you know how to, but if you don't, then it doesn't really matter because you've already checked the fret buzzing earlier. And if there aren't any frets buzzing, then you're good. But most of all, check if the guitar makes you want to play. Because there's no point in buying a guitar that you're not going to play anyway. So. Now this guitar has a onboard pickup, so we're going to check that next. Okay, we got this plugged in. For the electronics, check if there are any scratchy pots. Move it around. If you hear static, then sometimes it just takes a little cleaning, or you can ask for another unit. Then from there, check it with the sound on. Try not to play too loud. Just play loud enough for you to hear the amplified sound, but don't blast everyone in the store with volume. Okay, now with the amplified sound, it's also good time to check for intonation. The quickest way to check it is to play the harmonic on the 12th fret and compare that with the fretted note. They should be the same. If the guitar has an onboard tuner, then that's a more accurate way of checking. From there, also check the chords all over the neck. So check this D chord and check it all the way 1 octave higher. Play the same chord all over the neck. I can't stress this enough. For acoustic guitars, you really need to like the sound of the guitar, okay, because there is no modifying to change it or to improve it later on. Now let's move on to electrics. Okay, let's try out this SGR. Thank you. Okay, so again, for electric guitars, most of the process remains the same. Make sure you tune up first. Okay, ask your sales guy for a tuner, or ask them to tune it for you. Usually store guitars are tuned to standard, so even if you are tuned differently in your regular playing, you're gonna have to test it in standard mostly because the guitars are usually set up for that tuning. After the first pass of tuning, stretch the strings a little bit so that they settle, and then retune. Okay, we're ready. Before you listen to the amplified sound, check out how the guitar works acoustically. So you can strum a few chords, listen to how loud it is acoustically, and from here you can also start sort of feeling out how it works under your fingers. Again, check for string height. If it's too high or too low, check if it's hard to play or if it's too easy to play. Now, as for buzzing, it's slightly different for electric guitars because sometimes you can hear a string buzz, but through the amplifier it's not buzzing, then you're good. Now let's check the amplified sound. Cycle through the pickups. So another thing to remember for electric guitars is that everything is adjustable. So even though, like this particular guitar, the neck pickup sounds louder than the bridge, okay, there are screws that you can adjust the height of the pickup on. So later on you can have that tweaked. Or ask your salesperson if he could tweak it for you. Check the pots, listen for any scratchiness. Okay, this one's good. Feel the profile of the neck, see if it's good fit for your hand. Check the frets for buzzing, all the way up to the very last fret. Okay, this one's buzzing. So there's a fret buzz here. Okay, so I think I'm ready to move on to another guitar. Hold on. Okay, let's try out this D&D Darius Simana model. Okay, thank you. Now, as you're trying out all these guitars, in your head, make a list of pros and cons for each guitar. And if the pros outweigh the cons, then that's probably the guitar for you. So here's my definite requirements for an electric guitar. First one, it has to look good. Because I don't care how good it sounds or how well it plays. If I don't like the way it looks, then I'm not going to play it. Secondly, it has to play really well. It has to be really comfortable under the fingers, and it has to be fairly easy to play so that I am not hindered, or I don't have a difficult time playing the stuff that I need to play. And along with playability is the ease of access to the strings. So if I want to play in the higher frets, if it's easy for me to play all this tinkly stuff up here, then that's another plus. I'm not entirely concerned about the pickups because you can change pickups, you can change electronics, and pretty much everything else on the guitar. So that's why looks, feel, and accessibility, those are my top three priorities. Oh, I forgot one thing. Of course, the guitar has to play in tune, because a guitar that looks good, sounds great, but does not play in tune is also a worthless guitar. thing that is usually overlooked when buying a guitar is how well it balances on a strap. Since a lot of these guitars don't have straps while they're being displayed. So feel free to ask your salesperson for a strap so that you can feel how it hangs on your body. And there aren't any surprises when you take it home and try to play it live for the first time. Okay, with the strap on, set it to your preferred length. Let go of the guitar. If the neck dives this way, it's probably going to cause you problems with your shoulders later on. So look for a well-balanced guitar. It should stay in the playing position without any help. Now, a couple more things to ask your sales guy once you've decided on the guitar you want. Does it come with a case? Is it a hard case? Is it a gig bag? And what is the warranty like? And as you're waiting to check out, you can also look around and see if you need anything else. Primarily, you'll need a fresh pack of strings. So don't forget to ask your sales guy what string gauge is installed on the guitar when you tested it. Because if you want the same feel, then you have to replace it with the same string gauge. Okay, when you've made your purchase, make sure to thank your sales guy. Okay. Hi, kumusta? Hi sa vlog ko. And I'd like to thank D&D MOA for allowing me to film in their shop. Okay, I have my guitar. Hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you picked up some tips before buying your next guitar. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, like, share it with your friends. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to this channel and let me know what you think in the comments box below. Okay? See you guys again soon. Happy guitar buying. Tingin mo na. Mas maganda dito kasi hindi nahawakan yun. Mas gaganahan yun. Papanoorin yung mga tutorial sa YouTube. Hey, hindi mo, yung susunod na YouTube ko, nandito ko.